Thanks everyone for joining us today. I'm James Sanders, one of the partners here with MPL Law Firm. I focus in on business and transactional work. One of the things that clients come and approach me on is how to start a business. And typically they're either currently working for someone else or not working currently and looking to try out a new venture or enterprise. A lot of times they spend most of their effort focused in on the actual formalities of forming a business, which includes meeting with people such as myself, an accountant, an insurance provider, and a business banker. But in reality, what they don't think as thoroughly through are what I call the who, what, why, where, and when of the business structure. And by that I mean, who are you serving with your business? Why are you starting your business? What are you doing with your business? How are you going to go about operating your business? All of these are questions that are part of what I would call a business plan, or really, kind of how you're going about starting a new venture. Once that's thought through and dealt with, a lot of the other items, such as meeting with me, meeting with a business accountant, meeting with a business insurance provider, meeting with a business banker, they all kind of fall into place. You should spend 80% of your time on the who, what, when, where, and why, 20% meeting with folks like me, and most people think it's actually the reverse. Now, from a legal perspective, once you do determine what you're doing, why you're doing it, how you're doing it, the next step from a legal perspective is the formation of the entity. And in Pennsylvania, you've got a couple of entities that are typically used when you're forming a business. One is a sole proprietorship, which is really just you hanging a shingle out there, putting a name on it, filing for a fictitious name, and starting to sell the products or services that you're going to provide with your business. Really not much in terms of engagement with somebody like myself. The next would be a limited liability company, and that's probably the most flexible and the most often used by people starting a business because it could act in so many different ways. In other words, you could treat it as a partnership, you could treat it as a corporation, you could treat it as a hybrid in between. And then last would be a corporation, which is really in and of itself a separate entity that second most often used, but is probably the one that takes the most amount of work to keep up over time. So when you're ready to start the process and you've really thought through who you're serving, what you're doing, and why you're doing it, come see me, and I'm happy to assist with all of the other peripheral items that really formalize the establishment and the formation of your business. Thanks again, James Sanders with MPL Law Firm.